Hi, I'm Shannon with Itsy Bitsy Book Bits, and here's what readers are saying about Shadows and Secrets, Book 1 in the Thief series by Martin Ferguson. Shadows and Secrets by Martin Ferguson is a dark YA fantasy that gave me strong D&D vibes right away. When I found out it was actually the backstory of the author's role-playing character, I fell in love with the book even more. Jaryd's story isn't about being the chosen one, it's about fighting to survive in a world that wants to forget him. The School of Forgotten and Unwanted was a haunting and memorable setting, and seeing Jaryd grow from a starving orphan into a clever survivor was both sad and inspiring. From a young age, Jaryd knew he was destined for more. He just had to get there. The only one who was there for him was his best friend Aurele, and he would do anything for her. Even after the duo escapes from the structures of the school, they stuck together, surviving by any means necessary. The writing is fast paced, the world has depth, and the characters pull you in. The pacing is quick, but filled to the brim with action, adventure, and mystery. This is an amazing start to the series, and I can't wait for the next book. That review came from Santana on Goodreads. Here is one from Angela on Goodreads. The lands of Eltara are home to powerful magic, terrifying monsters, and warring kingdoms. Gods and deities are revered and feared in equal measure as fates and destinies play out across the world. Mighty beasts prowl the oceans and the skies above as realms of wonder and horror hide just beyond sight. Valiant heroes fight for justice and honor as traitorous villains plot darkness and destruction from the shadows. There are many legends and stories to be told in the lands of Eltara. One such story begins on the rain-soaked streets of the city of Lisan as a lone hooded figure hurries in the night. Shadows and Secrets is the first book in the Thief series by Martin Ferguson. The author claimed me as a fan with his Relic Hunter series, so I was excited to embark on this new adventure with him. This is a fantastic start to the series and delivered everything I had hoped for and more. A young adult action adventure fantasy with wonderful world building, intriguing characters, mystery, heist, secrets, gritty developments, some darker horror ish elements, suspense, danger, and plenty of page turning dramatic developments. Mr. Ferguson has done a fantastic job of delivering an exciting start to the series and is another story that I can envision making a really great movie, TV series, or RPG adventure game. Bring on book number 2, Guilds and Gallows, so I can continue the adventures. Happy reading! This one comes from Jen on BookBub. I really enjoyed Martin's Relic Hunter series, so jumped in with both feet when I saw this book out. I was not disappointed. Shadows and Secrets is the intriguing first book in the Thief series. It is a dark, gritty fantasy adventure that is fast paced and chock a block full of action and mayhem, and madness ensues. Jaryd and Aurele live in a harsh and dangerous world, and the only way to survive is to be cunning and to fight the evil that lurks in the shadows. There is a lot packed into these few pages with magic, secrets, dark humor, stealing, pain and misfortune, action, thrills, mystery, drama, and so much more. Bring on book 2, Guilds and Gallows. Here is what Emma had to say on Amazon. A fantastic story about a scrappy young boy who grows into someone with a heart of gold and the loyalty and bravery of a wolf in a world that's gritty and dark and forces every character to hold tight on what life they have. The character interactions are full of care, humor, and ambition. You really understand why the main duo stand by each other so fiercely. It's satisfying to see the main character, Jaryd, grow up to conquer bigger and bigger challenges, charm friends, make powerful enemies, and use all his wits and skills to seize the day. His determination and practical positivity, humor, and friendliness make him an instant favorite protagonist who bounces of a large cast of characters in a very engaging way. It's an adventure I'll be returning to read often. I can't wait for the next installments. This last review comes from Jennifer Crane on Amazon. I was instantly drawn into Shadows and Secrets. There's something about Jaryd's story that really stuck with me. From the moment he was abandoned on the orphanage steps, I felt a pull toward his journey. Watching him grow up in such a harsh world, from the cruel halls of the School of Forgotten and Unwanted to the cold streets of Lisan, I couldn't help but root for him. He's clever, flawed, and trying to survive in a world that never gave him a chance. I especially appreciated how Martin Ferguson writes with both grit and heart. The pacing was fast without feeling rushed, and I found myself staying up late to read just one more chapter. If you enjoy fantasy with morally gray characters and emotional depth, this book is definitely worth picking up. I'll be following the rest of this series for sure. Thanks for tuning in to hear what readers are saying about Shadows and Secrets by Martin Ferguson. See you next time.